Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Respawn Syndicate. Today I'm playing Nova Drift. This is a small indie game. I played this game a whole bunch, like 2 or 3 years ago. And it's a really fun game. It's really well made. It's a really great game. It's kind of like a modern version of Space Invaders. Let me make sure that's... I don't know, you'll see what I'm talking about. But basically, you're flying the ship, you get upgrades, and let me make sure music's on, because, yeah, let's turn this up a little bit. We'll turn it back down if we have to. But yeah, so it's a really fun game. Back when I was playing, there were 60 levels. I don't know if there still are 60 levels. Maybe there's more, maybe there's left. Or not 60 levels to the game, but your character could level up 60 times. Or your account, I guess. There's not actually a character. So I got all these challenge modes. It basically just makes the game harder, but it's more fun that way. So we're just going to go into it. I think the best way to... Why is there no audio? Oh, there is audio. It's just really quiet. Turn it up in a second. Settings. There we go. But yeah, so you'll see, shoot these things, and now we get to upgrade. The first thing we get to upgrade is our main weapon. I think I'm gonna go with. I just really like the railgun. But yeah, we basically just have to shoot these ship things, level up. And now we get to choose our shield. I usually like to go with amp. And all these shields and weapons have different abilities. Amp, if they're inside this little circle around me, they take more damage. Although that probably wasn't too good for Railgun, because Railgun is primarily based around long range, further away, but oh well. And now we get to choose our body. I like Spectral. Spectral's really fun. Because basically, if I stay still, look, they don't work. So there's some really good things you can do with Spectral. But yeah, so now that those are like the 3 main upgrades that you get in the beginning. Is choosing your weapon, choosing your body, and choosing your ship. So now, if I can level up one more time, we're going to start seeing these kind of mods, and these can be anything from, as you can see, like rapid fire that increases, weapon rate of fire. We can start constructing drones and allies, or it can be regeneration, and there's wild mods. So there's so many different things to this that, this game is, it's a really fun game. I'm actually going to pick up, rapid fire. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up rapid fire. I'm gonna try and go for kind of machine gun type thing. And now we get a boss. Every couple of levels we get a boss. And of course this is gonna be the easiest ones. It's the first. At the bottom there, you can see my health and shield. My shield is the blue bar, and my health is the red bar. My health doesn't regenerate nearly as fast as my shield, but my shield, in order for it to regenerate, you see that white bar? It has to load fully. So, kind of 2 different methods. But I know I want either volley or mount. Or burst fire. Burst fire barrage is a really good thing. What did I need for that? Focus fire? So I'll just go and get volley right now. still early. If you want to check out this game, it is not too expensive on Steam. If I remember correctly, I think it's around $15. Might be more, might be less. Like I said, I bought this game years ago. So I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I nearly killed me. It's rough. Alright. I'm gonna go first. So whole strength just increases my health. And then of course if I ever get super low, I can always just look at that, go invisible, and now they elevate. So it's just another reason to really enjoy Spectre. And I think it goes really well with Railgun. Railgun is, you know, it's the sniper. I'm gonna go and upgrade. This wild mod. 25 plating, 25 weapon recoil resistance, 25 plus 4 self-damage resistance, plus 4 resistance to mobility, reducing the effect of weapon aim, versus regeneration. I think we're actually go for the fine tune. Like you can see in the like a field boss here. But yeah, I guess this would be technically a roguelike game. I don't know what you would classify it as though. Ow. I'm just gonna clear that a bunch right there. Last guy here. And you can see the current health of the enemy we're targeting here at the top. If you look up here. So that's the one. Alright, let's try to get some... I don't really like any of these. Let's actually rebuild. I do want an ally eventually, so we're going to go ahead and get that out of the way. And then we're going to go to the first fight. So as you can see, we get a little ally that comes out, and since I am invisible, the robots or the enemies are going to target him. Go ahead and get Juggernaut. That's going to increase my maximum control. But it's going to decrease our thrust. But that's not a big deal because we're Spectra. We're kind of staying still anyways, so it's really not that big a deal. And we're still not fast enough. That burst means that fires your weapon. I think that's what you want, right? So now our ally is going to start using our weapon a little bit. So now our ally will start using our weapon. So as we upgrade our weapon, our allies will be able to stronger. And then of course he still uses his weapon again, but ours is definitely priority 0. This is going to make it so that our ally will, if it's ever broken down again, it'll come back to life faster. So right now it's currently up here in the right. You can see the core. Way faster. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start getting our turrets up. Turrets are just constructs that stay in place and they just keep shooting, and they are not targeted like the ally is. Alright, now our ally is up. Now we're gonna get magnitude. So our things are bigger. Our gunshots are bigger. And I think they do more damage if I remember. And now we got our next boss. This is the red guy. Our turret just went out. Weak points are these little red guns. These are the guns. A little bit of damage there. Looks like both of them are out. Ooh, looks like I take damage from this little backfire. Need to be careful. Back when I played this character, this boss wasn't in the game. These little things are paper clips. They shield the little boxes. And these boxes can lots of XP as well as certain power-ups. That's Medi-charge, just controls all of our health. Hydro boost makes it take two of these things, one my ally. Get me there. Heal up a little bit so that ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that hurts. Okay, we're fine. Once again, we're gonna go invisible just because we're so air taking a lot of damage here, but so is he. Orbit your nose. We don't want him orbiting our nose because remember we're trying to stay invisible. Discord's a good mod. I think we go ahead and get Discord. Discord, the more wild mods we have, around us, and they just do more damage. As you see, you gotta be sure to make sure to stay away from his comments because his comments can. Quite ready for battle. ally is going to be stronger as we do. So we're going to go ahead and get this. Increases his hull and rate of fire. To keep our ally alive. We care more about our ally than we do ourselves, honestly. Elegant construction, maximum hull, assembly speed. That out there. Constructs come out faster, and that applies to our turret as well. Our turret is also so anything that specifically targets, or anything that targets turrets in general, that is the turret and the ally. Get outmaneuver to our ally. He's going to be able to dodge. More damage. You can never go wrong. I actually do pretty well in survivability, so I'm not really too concerned about that survivability. Of course, we can always just, get our upgrades if we need them. Alright, let's look at these wild mods. Maelstrom. While your shield protects you, you are wreathed in a maelstrom that pushes targets and enemy projectiles around you. Damage dealt to you or your shield adds to the effect and radius of the maelstrom. The effect and radius of the maelstrom falls over time. We might get that, because remember, our whole point is that we're Spectra. We're not trying to be spotted by anybody. Explosive munitions. I don't want that, because this basically just makes us shoot behind us. I don't really want to do that. And then solar heat, we don't want that either, because that's just going to make us take self-damage. So we're going to go ahead and get this, which is just going to push things away from us. And every 2 wild mods we get another Discord ball. So we're going to try and stack these Discord balls, especially the ones that don't really affect us negatively. Alright, we got our little boss here. Scion's actually one of the bosses to fight. It spawns a simulator. Caught in it. So far, we haven't really had any trouble with anything. The only boss we've really had any kind of trouble with is the second one, but so far, we're doing very good. I'm going to get Velocity, because if I remember correctly, damage scales with weapon projectile velocity. So increasing our velocity is just going to increase our damage. Not to mention, velocity gives us a 5% weapon damage. And remember, every weapon ability that we get is going to help out our ally, which is really the main focus piece of the game. There we go. There we go, finally Barrage. Just make sure there's nothing really good that we're passing on. Doesn't seem. So Barrage, the only really downside is that we get less health and shield regeneration. But as you can see, we get more projectiles. This 25% open projectile. Oh, so like 120. Okay. So we get more weapon projectiles, more damage, and as you can see, it's fun. If I hold down the button, if I hold down the fire, firing on distance. Like I have a cheat code. This ability is so strong. And of course, my interceptor gets this as well. Now, keep in mind, while we're firing, we're not hidden, so we need to be careful about that. However, we're going to go ahead and get Snipe. Snipe, we do more damage the further something is, and we get more weapon projectile velocity, so just more damage overall. We're really starting to get to the point of just doing absurd amounts of damage. Absolutely. There we go. I'm gonna get blast radius, so that way we can. That blast radius is affecting her mod. Just get more area damage. Now that we got Barrage, we're gonna coast for a little bit, probably up until the next boss. Up to the main boss. We're at wave 75, so we might be getting it first. I think the next boss might be coming in 80. I could be wrong though. Might not come until 100. Like I said, it's been a while since I played the game. Alright, what do we got now? Concentrated boss, I might get that. Galvanic Outburst, might get that. Warpath, might get that. I don't know if I really want that though. I don't think we should prioritize that. Shield cooldown, don't really care. Wing mana, absolutely not. Overclock, maybe. Force arm. We don't really need to worry about that right now. We are going to get that one eventually. So I think it's really between Overclock, Concentrated Blast, and Galvanic Outburst. Galvanic Outburst, when my shield takes a hit, it discharges bolts of energy that burn nearby targets. And I'm not really worried about my shield, but I want the wild mod, just because of Discord. But I think we need to not prioritize that. So I think I'm going to go between Concentrated Blast and Overclock. Overclock, when I'm nearby my constructs, like my turret for example, it's going to do... wait, am I reading that correctly? Yeah. So when I'm nearby my turret or my ally, it's just going to do... It's going to speed up. It's going to do faster damage. But when I'm near... But my Concentrated Blast, I do more blast damage. And now I'm thinking I might want to go with Concentrated Blast so I can get antimatter rounds. So now our blast is going to be smaller, but it's going to be I was right, our next boss is 80%. just put this way back up. I think he has 2 health bars. I'm gonna take this advantage to just melt him. Just lost him. That's what my ally is on. Not really targeting us. One of those bars are down. All of them are down, so we don't need to worry about the fire anymore. We also need to worry about these little lines. So turn back up, and he's dead. As you can see the power of the barrage right there. We just absolutely killed him. Effect radius, rampage, we're not going to get that one. Skirmish. So we're just going to go for efficiency. So when we're not firing, we're just going to process, which eventually we're going to give our weapon to our ally. And so we're not going to be firing at all. But for now, forever slow, stop firing, it'll allow us to get that wave 85 now. We don't want that. Don't really want drones right now because they're going to hide around me. Okay, we're going to give our shield to our ally. Look at that. Now our ally and our turret actually has our shield. So now they're just going to die less often, and the things are near them, because they have ammo. And our ally, especially our turret, they really enjoy hunting demons. To get our health range now. Once again, I'm not really worried about shields, especially now that I don't even have I think our biggest thing right now is, yeah, we have a lot of health, but oh, there we go. Let's just make sure we don't want anything else real fast. Double tap, don't want burst fire. Galvanic outburst. This might actually not be too bad now that I think about it, because our drones are going to be losing their stuff. We might actually take this now, I think. Shield. Drones them shield to have that Galvanic outburst. Sorry, the range is like coming. Now we're on level 100. This boss is actually really cool. I used to not like it, but it is actually really cool. Ow, he got me really hard there. Ow, he is terrifying. Got our turret on top. He already put the boat. So there's like real hard boss. Taking a lot of damage. Back off your turret now. Back. Did he heal? Oh god, that fucking. I think he has a little bit of health. Yeah, he's healing a lot. He heals a lot when he has that shield. Ow. So it looks like there are stuff happening. Well, we lost. Yeah, as you can see, I've played this game plenty of times. We just got a score of 572. Oh wait, no, that wasn't. I don't even know what our last game score was. We're gonna play one more round here. Try to go for a different strategy this time. It's funny going back to the beginning. It's so slow. All right. Swords. Never used these before. Assemble and wield a pair of mono-molecular double-edged swords. Attack speed scales with rate of fire modifiers to both weapons and constructs. Modifiers above 100% increase damage instead of attack speed. Damage increases as your speed does and scales with 25% crash damage modifiers. While attacking, swords wielded by you destroy enemy projectiles and retaliate with spark projectiles. The damage and number of which are determined by the damage of the destroyed projectile. So it's kind of like a flash. What would it be? That's weird. Oh, okay. Go back again. And then we want something that goes fast or faster. Faster, lighter, requires additional projectiles. Broadsides, that. Fast form with blazing thrusters, resistant to some damage. It's actually not bad. I get that one. Hull breaker, sturdy form with boosted penetrating crash damage and improved cover. Okay, research, Viper. Okay, it's between these two. Blazing thrusters burn targets for 1,000 damage. Modifiers to also affect cluster size. 15% self-damage resistance, 15% full crash damage resistance, full 100, thrust 40, full 100. So this has less thrust, a little bit, same health. Less shields, less rate of fire. But this has a lot higher full crash. I think we're going to go fire now, so we want a little bit of speed. Very think first thing though, we're definitely going to focus on some artillery. We want our shields up just because. So much for that. Obviously, I don't know how to use the swords. We're gonna play one more. Hopefully, this one goes a little bit better. Salvo, flat, pulse, grenade, split shot, vortex, grenade. Let's go for a grenade. Let's make a grenade build where we just explode everything. Let's worry about the last radius, size, magnitude, all that. That's what we want. I think honestly, I'm gonna go for standard shields, and then we can use. So we have a standard shield, which means we have a really high shield number. Battery. So battery, we're gonna shoot from our sides. See, we have grenades looking on our sides. We have a lot of grenades. Radius. Taking a lot of I'm rusty. Alright, we're gonna play one more game. Maybe I'll do a dart build. I like the darts. Those are not darts. Dart, basically just view these little darts and they deal damage over time. I think it stacks with fire. I'll have to read it. So we might go for like a fire dart build. Fire, plus burn damage. I believe so. So we're gonna get this Halo shield. Basically, the closer we are, as you can see, we're burning it. And then we're also gonna get Venom Strike. That also does burn damage. I think when we run into things, I think it's yeah, we shoot out little flames. So we're just gonna go for a burn build we're gonna go for rate up the fire, so we'll eventually get involved. Hard to, which I think we can get a lot of damage. It's just gonna take a lot of work to get it. Get some fire on him. Taking lots of burn damage. Go ahead and get generation. Just because I feel like I'm also going to focus on my shields a little bit more. Faster shield cooldown. Shield effect powers increase my defense. We're gonna go for magnitude. Or should we go ahead and get burst fire? Well, let's focus on focus fire. So we're gonna go for a barrage again. I think we're doing okay on survivability for now. Velocity, so we're getting more damage faster than the bows. The shields are down. Back up. Ran this one. Radius. Get that. We go ahead and get energy shields again. That reduces our weapon on fire, so I don't want to get too many of those. Faster agility is always nice. Hopefully we get some testing soon so we can start very special, we're not worried about that. Adaptive armor. Hard hits, armor stacks, damage resistance, adaptive armor. Go ahead and get. I'm actually going to get Scorching Wake as we move. So we should get fireballs. Like I said, we're going to fire build. So we want to get all the fire damage. Seeing that Venom shoot up fire is really satisfying. A little bit of damage increases as our speed, so as we go faster, we increase more damage across everything. That increases fire, weapon damage. We eventually get conflict, it will increase conflict damage. And we're really not doing too bad on health and shields. Fire on everything. We don't have our allies kind of bail us out. Wow. Alright. Alright then. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, this game is really fun. I've spent countless hours on it. I highly recommend you play this game. It's on Steam. It's not too expensive. It's an indie game. This game is a lot of fun. You can see my top scores here. Try and beat me. Oh. And so yeah, I've named some of my strategies. Some of them I haven't. I think the red just means it's challenge run. Highest score ever at 1.4 million. I think that's pretty good. I'm not really sure, to be honest. You can see what my build was here. Okay, maybe you can. Yeah, you can see what my build was here if you care. Had a lot of stuff going on. It was a fun game if I remember correctly. But yeah, we had a couple of cool mods going on. Yeah, this game really fun. If you want to watch me play these games live on Twitch, it's gonna be in the bio. TikTok as well in the bio, or the description of the video. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying bio. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, share with your friends. This is a really fun game. And with that being said, have a good day.